Hi, Ange. That game against Bodo with Celtic was a few years ago. Is there anything you can learn from those particular games? And if so, what is it?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, same manager, similar style of play. When we played them with Celtic, we sort of our season had got off to a slow start, but by that time we'd kind of were playing some decent football. But I remember because again we had the first game at home, a bit like us, and their ability to play at a really good intensity. They weren't phased. The atmosphere at Celtic Park is unbelievable. They weren't phased by that. They'd beaten Roma, a couple of weeks before that. And it really strikes you that I don't think they're going to be daunted by anything tomorrow that they face because, they've been at Old Trafford, they've played at the Emirates, I think, a couple of years ago. Like I said, they've played some big clubs in Italy, they've played some big clubs in other countries, and you see that they have this ability to not be fazed by that, and we've got to expect that tomorrow night. I don't expect them to be overawed by the occasion or, sort of thinking, wow. I think, they've got a real capacity to be really strong in their mind about what they need to do. And the away game's tricky because, you're playing in an artificial surface, difficult conditions. So I think there are still some real parallels there, and having experienced that, I know that, they're going to be a really tough opponent. People are almost trying to diminish it in some respects. I've heard people say, well, it's the equivalent of Man United winning the FA Cup. No, it ain't. I'm sorry. Not on any planet is it the equivalent. Others suggesting that maybe we're not worthy of, Champions League. I mean, again, they're like things that are there, designed there to diminish what's ahead of us, which is an unbelievable opportunity. Like I said, irrespective of how this season's gone, we have generations of fans who, want this more than anything else, to share again with the people that they love, a special moment supporting their football club. So, as I said, this season could have gone a lot differently, and we could be flying in the league, but it wouldn't make this opportunity any different. The opportunity is the same. And, I've made that clear to the players.